Hey there, this is going to be a client's sexual compatibility reading. I will not reveal her name, so I will refer to you as A, then your partner as C. Okay, so let's start with the readings. I've already pre-shuffled the cards as you can see. So this represents your natural sexual nature, so how you are sexually. You have the Knight of Chalices, which is like the Knight of Cups. So your approach to sex is very slow. And I feel like you're very open. Um, you're very expressive when it comes to what you want, possibly. Or I'm getting that you're very slow to expressing yourself when it comes to what you want or when it comes to sex. You might even, you know, what I'm getting from this is like, actually, this is kind of strange what I'm getting, but I feel like you might feel like sometimes people are too slow with you or they're not reading you good enough. So you might have to actually put yourself out there and express it openly in a way that's kind of, out there or too open or too expressive to show them that you're interested. Sometimes, so it's like you might have to present yourself in a certain way to show them that I'm interested. Um, when it comes to a sexual relationship with you, I feel like you're very into like I don't know, like it has to be a built up passion for you. It has to be emotionally like built. It has to be things have to build up inside of you emotionally to draw you in or to feel like it's time to bring that guy to me. Um, like it's time. Um, or I'm ready for it. And I'm getting there's a lot of sweat. I'm getting there's a lot of like kissing and it's like very like watery energy. So a lot of maybe I'm just gonna, trying to be a little not too explicit, but I'm getting a lot of fluids involved. So you might be one of those girls that have that ability to, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say the word, but you let that loose. You have that ability. So I feel like you are very intuitive as well. Like you know what you want, and you may even read others what they want as well. But you enjoy like passionate kisses. You might be very expressive in bed, however that comes out for you. This other person, they have the Knight of Swords. So this person's a little more dominant when it comes to sex. Like everything is kind of like a mind thing for them. They get off on knowing that they're doing well or they want you to express that to them, say it to them. They like to feel in charge. Not in a negative sense, I'm not getting in that way, but they do like to be the more of the a dominant person. And it feels good to know that they're taking charge or that they're doing their job well. So I'm getting like they have a sharp tongue. They might talk a lot in bed or something like that. So if you're not into that or used to that, they might be the type to ask how they're doing in bed, ask if you like it. It's like they're that type of person. They verbalize it and they want to know how they're doing. It's like they need that feedback from the other person. So they may like hair pulling, obviously here, spanking, choking. They have a little bit of like a roughness to them, and it might not even look this way on the surface. Like that person, this is like something on like behind closed doors that you would never see. Okay, so what it is that you need in a sexual partner, you have the Five of Swords. So actually, you want to be the one that, kind of the aggressor in a sense that you know that you're doing right or that you've got them. You want to hear from them that you're doing well or that they are pleased with you in some way. So you actually want that feedback too. in some way. Like, you might worry a little bit too much. For them, this is like what gives them pleasure. But for you, it might be that you need that as a validation. Like, am I doing it right? Or are they enjoying this or not? So you might be in your head a little bit if they're enjoying you or not. That's what I'm getting. So you need a person that's going to validate you verbally and tell you that either you're desirable or whether it's give you the go ahead, because I feel like sometimes you might have to assert yourself so that other person gets the hint that you're interested rather than them just doing it. You feel like this person's taking too long for me, so I need to do something. I need to put myself out there. I need to dress sexy. I need to flirt a little, kind of hint them to it. So it's like you want a partner that you don't have to do that much with. You don't have to express it too much. Then for them, they have the Seven of Cups. They want a partner, they need a partner that's kind of able to go where they are in the mind, their imagination. They can kind of pick up on it, that will be open to their fantasies and their little games that they like to play. They want that. They want to live out their fantasies, I feel. Like this is an aspect of them that's kind of like a fantasy because they don't show this aspect of themselves to the outside world. You would never know. Um, you would never know that this person is in there pretty much. So it's like they want someone who's imaginative. And I feel like you can be that because you have your natural nature is the Knight of Cups. So it's kind of odd that you guys kind of is a contrast here in who you are and what they want, who they are and what you want, with the swords and the cups energy or chalices, which represents cups. But they want someone that's like on their level or can go there and feed their fantasies and play it out with them. So what it is that you'll be able to give this person sexually, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you'll be able to submit to this person. Like you'll find pleasure with kind of submitting to them, cutting away your fears of having to know that you're desirable. I feel like that won't be a problem. I feel like they might express it to you, and you don't have to put yourself out there to know whether that person's interested in you or they're ready to, get into it with you. It's like this person will let you know that. Like this side will come out. Because I really feel like this person is not a dominant person on the surface. Like they may be very gentle or very shy or very kind of to themselves, but behind closed door there's something totally different. And I feel like you'll submit to that. Like you'll find pleasure with almost like them. It's like they're experimenting on you. So it's like they like to do things to you, and it doesn't matter what they do, whether they're rough with it or whether they're sensual, whether they're soft with you, rough, slow, it doesn't really matter. It's like you find pleasure in being like their canvas in a sense. And they find pleasure in that as well because it's Nine of Completion. So I feel like there will be a fulfillment in that, a physical fulfillment. What they'll be able to give sexually, they have the Knight of, or the Knave of Wands, which is like the Page of Wands. They'll be able to give you this passion. So it's like you won't have to second guess whether things are going right or wrong because it's like there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of, they get straight to the point. I feel like you'll know that they are interested or that they're ready to go because they might start, hinting at that, like playing with you or hinting that, telling you, start kissing on you, whatever it is, start taking off your clothes, whatever. It's like they'll do that. They're ready to go. They have a lot of stamina to an extent. They have energy to burn to an extent. I would say a lot of energy. They have a lot of energy for sex. Okay, so what will sex be like between you? You have the Hangman. I feel like it's going to turn you guys, your views of sex and how you're used to it upside down. So like what they add to it and what you add into it is completely different. There's a contrast. But it works in a sense because it changes your perception of how you can gain pleasure. There's different ways that I can get it. And I feel like this person will put you I feel like you're used to more soft and sensual sex, and this person is into like rough sex, kind of dominance, choking, pulling hair, biting, scratching. I feel like they will teach you about that, and in ways they'll learn how to be more softer with you, or they'll bring in the assertiveness that you like. So this woman is like, um, her hands are tied, so you guys might be into like handcuffs and tying each other up. So it's like you are his canvas. All of these women are in this man's submission, a lot of them, except for this one. But they're kind of open to the man or allowing them to take them. So it's kind of like you'll be comfortable with submission, like you enjoy what they bring to the table. They're enjoyed in a sense as well. Will you be fulfilled? You have the Hierophant. Um, I feel like there will be a fulfillment because there's two sides of you that this man likes. Okay, there's different aspects of you. There's the person that will submit and do what he wants. Then there's the sensual, more softer side to you. So it's like he enjoys the contrast that you bring. I feel like you'll enjoy that as well. Like it brings a lot of there's two different sides of you that you might have not known about. And I feel like more so this is like a spiritual thing because you have two major arcanas here. So this kind of like a spiritual thing, and it might play out in other ways, like in your life or in this relationship. How this contrast works, maybe seeing different aspects of yourself makes you a little more confident in yourself and in your life. Introducing them to a more softer, sensual side or sensitive side of themselves could work for them as well in the outside world. So I feel like it has like some type of spiritual element to it. Like you'll either try tantric sex or something like that. It's like a spiritual connection with it. The advice for you guys on how to keep both of you satisfied and fulfilled sexually. I have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands I feel like is be open to one another, and I feel like you are. So maybe it's telling you to continue to be open with each other and share what it is that you desire, what you would like to experience, what it is that you bring to the table, what you can bring, what they can bring, what they can do, what I can do. How will this work for the both of us? This is what I desire. This is what I fantasize about. This is what I want to try out. And it's like being open and intimate with each other's desires actually makes things more closer and more fulfilling for you. But I feel like you guys have no problem with the contrast or the difference that you guys have separately. Okay. So that was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed this and that it was entertaining. Anyone else that's watching hopefully enjoyed it as well. I'm not doing these just free or general. So if you are interested in this reading, you can email me and I will do this spread for $5. If you're interested, just go ahead and email me. My information is down below. And as always, you guys, I send you lots of love and light. Peace.